And then it's women out here saying that men don't have kids with women they don't want to be with.
That's a lie.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's a fucking lie. Like, what?
That's the thing. That's
First
the thing.
of all,
that was another TikTok I seen. I was so mad about this. I was so mad about this TikTok. I almost dropped my phone. She said the reason you can't get pregnant by that man because that's not your man.
That's stupid.
I said, what's going on? Like it's not a world full of outside kids out here. Right. The first person you get pregnant by is the one that ain't your man. The person you not supposed to sleep with. Okay, the man. This is a perfect example when you gonna get pregnant. When you break up with somebody, and y'all not supposed to be together no more.
Right.
And y'all link that one last time.
That's...
Go ahead and take a pregnancy test next week because you pregnant. You pregnant right then now. That's when you gonna get pregnant. You gonna get pregnant right then. Like as soon as you say, I'm over this, I can't take no more. Me and this dude not working.
Shit, I had a baby like that.
Me and my baby daddy, we had broke up. We broke up. I took a pregnancy test like 2 weeks later. Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. Y'all gonna give it to me like that because that's how that works. It has nothing. I'm like, check your fertility or whatever because when it comes to having kids, that's just like, that's not, I'll say that. Having kids is not God's work.
It's not.
It's not God's work all the time. Sometimes I understand if you praying for fertility and stuff like that, I understand like that's when, God will show up in those unions and stuff like that. Or sometimes if you wasn't meant to be able to have a child and now all of a sudden you are able to be fertile with this one person and that's a different situation. But us just mishandling each other and having unprotected sex and not pulling out and we know how reproduction, that is just you making mistakes.
Exactly.
God was not in that room when you was bending over backwards for that man. God did not give you that baby. You got that baby by sleeping with the wrong man.
Exactly.
Now you finna make wronger decisions but having kids with people that don't want to be with each other. Like, yeah, that's why I stay away from the whole topic of, people having kids and then the men's supposed to do this and they supposed to do that. Because it's like, did he say that he wanted to do this? Even though, because it goes into the situation of both parties making a mistake.
Right.
So if you dealing with a man and you knew that he said he didn't want any children, y'all are having unprotected sex. And then and you letting him nutting you or he's nutting you, he's wrong for nutting you, but you also wrong for allowing it.
Right.
Because you putting yourself in a sticky situation.
Absolutely.
So you putting yourself in a challenging situation that if you do become pregnant, then you have to be met with the energy of somebody not wanting a child.
Right.
So it's like, then you want to go against it. Well, why you gave me pregnant? You shouldn't have been woo-woo if you didn't want to have no kids. But if he also explained to say he didn't want no kids, then it's your responsibility to protect yourself. Yeah. Either stop sleeping with this person or get birth control, get condoms, do whatever you need to do to prevent it if the sex is that deep.
Facts.
But it's like, nobody want to have that conversation. Everybody just, well, why are you out here having unprotected sex? A lot of people's out here having unprotected sex. That is the thing. That does not mean people want to have kids.
Exactly.
It's just that people are, become selfish when it comes to the flesh. So it's like,
that don't mean
I don't want it a nut.
Child into the world.